Welcome back to another episode of our van build. My name is Kurt, and this is my beautiful wife.
I'm Jennifer.
In this video, we're going to be talking about this cool stuff, 80/20. And we're going to go over how we built this kitchen section and this bench section here in the van. Also, we're going to go over drawers, slides, a complete tutorial on how we did this. This is the way we did it. There's no right or wrong way, I believe. You can do it however you want, but hopefully this video will help you out.
Before we get too busy cutting and installing the 80/20, we want to take a step back for a moment. In the first video, we installed the car seat for the kids, and we had Hansel from Freedman Seating Co reach out to us after watching that video, and he wanted to point out to us that there was in fact a third latch system on the bottom of the seat so that you could actually loop the latch of a car seat onto the backside. So we want to just take a step back, retract what we said, and show that there actually is a third point. For those interested, the 3-point foldaway seat from Freedman Company does in fact have a third latch system down here for car seats. Thank you, Hansel, for pointing that out. Really appreciate it. Keeping our kiddos nice and safe.
If there's any holes in the footage through the video, please watch to the end, and let's get into it. Alright, let's take a look at this 80/20. I have a few of these pieces already cut here, and so here we go. I actually got some of it with one smooth side, so when we put this up there, the cabinets, the fronts on them, will have a nice finished surface when you opened it up. But these are 1/4 bolts. I got at Lowe's or Home Depot, and they actually don't fit in here. So what I had to do is with the grinder shave the edge off of these, and then these slide right in here. And then the other thing we're going to do is we're going to take aluminum angle, which I'll show you here in just a minute, and we'll drill holes in there, 2 holes, because we're going to have a 90-degree angle, and we'll slide this over and we'll have a hole for this 1/4-20. We'll put the angle piece in there, and we'll have basically like this, and then we'll have this 1/4-20 sticking out, and then that will bolt this piece together like this. And this section right here that I have laid out is for the bench. So I wanted to show you the aluminum angle, and as you can see, I started drilling some holes in here, and I'm gonna drill holes. This is 1/2 inch, and then from the edge, and then every inch, and then these marks right here are 1 inch. This is 2 inch, 3 inch, 4 inch, so forth and so on. So once I get a hole drilled here and a hole drilled on this side, then I will cut this with the saw, and this will give me my little bracket. Now I know some of you are thinking, wow, you're having to shave down these 1/4-20 heads, which 6mm heads do work, but they're really expensive. I think for 2 bolts it's like 92 cents. I got a box of 100 these 1/4-20 for I think 11 or 12 bucks. And same with this angle iron. You're gonna buy a whole stick of this aluminum angle, and then I can cut my own brackets out. It is a little bit more time consuming, but at the end I have control over what I want, how thick I want to make these, right, how long. You know, if I only want to have these 1 inch by inch or 2 inch by 2 inch, and there's something that needs extra support. So this is I think it's a way to save money, which will take more time, like most things in life. All right, y'all, we got these brackets cut, drilled out, and then what I'm doing here is assembling the corner of the 80/20. And as you can see here, I got a flush side on the 80/20. So you can get all 4 sides with a slot, or you can get 1 flat, 3 slotted, 2 slotted, whatever configuration you want. So if you got a piece on the corner, you may want 2 of these flush, and they have smooth There's tons of different options, but this is what we chose. And the reason we chose that is we'll have like a drawer, and the drawer will pull out, and you'll have your front of the drawer on here. So when you pull this out, then you got a nice finished surface to look at than having the slotted side. So let's maybe do a time lapse, since I have most of this stuff already cut, and I think I have it all cut. And let's get this bitch built, and then let's get it put in the van.
It's time to call it quits. The kitchen tap is broken. Drip, 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 drip. Dirty dishes in the sink. We've been laying here for weeks, weeks, weeks. We're not talking anymore. It's like we're scared of trying. So different from when we started off. No, we're just like, think it's time to call it quit. Think it's time to call.
Alright, we got the bench in. Looks like we're a little long, a little tight over here to the seat. So we'll have to make some adjustments. Maybe trim a couple inches off of this. This is 60 inches. And then on this side, we're going to build the kitchen. And then from here back is going to be the bed. We're going to build that out of 80/20 and the aluminum angle. Got the first one together. A little time consuming, but I mean, what do you expect when you, for the first time using this stuff? First one you build is going to take time, and then hopefully you can get a little faster. But I like this stuff. It's light. It's going to look good. We're going to have a drawer or two pull out here, and over here we're going to have a shower that pulls out. So once we get this thing exactly the way we want it, we can get it bolted down, and bada bing, bada boom, we got the kitchen frame done. We're trying to figure out the drawer system, what we're going to be doing. We got the fridge in here. We're just trying to get a better feel for the layout in here. Next, what we're going to do is we're going to take this aluminum angle, and we're going to put it up here on the side for the bed. The bed frame's going to be around somewhere in here. And then we'll put the 80/20, we'll bolt on here. We're going to use rib nuts to secure this angle to the van, and then we'll have our support beams going across, and then we'll have some support members going front to back as well, so we can put the mattress on top as well. But the reason we're doing this is because the bed is going to be tied in with the kitchen and the bench. Or the better, so get where you can just barely see that. Yeah, we'll just hand tighten them. All right, well, we got one side done. Let's get this other side done. All right, it's done.
Ta-da!
Just like that. So we'll end up putting about, I think we got about 6 pieces of 80/20 that'll go across. And then with the water tank and our drawers out the back, we'll have 80/20 going down to the floor as well. So this will be real sturdy once we get the full structure underneath done. So now what I'm doing is I got slides in, and we figured out how many drawers we want and the dimensions. So I'm waiting on a few parts. Once I get those, then we'll start, then I'll start getting all that set up. So I'm basically going to take those back apart, what we built, and get all the slides, all the cross member pieces in there, and go from there. Kreg jig. It's awesome. So basically what I do, router out the inside. Now this one right here, I didn't router the front and the back. On this bigger drawer, I routed all four sides, the front and the back. And it just makes it so clean, such a smooth transition. So, and then this cool little clamp here. Bam, done. So, got that. Should get this all lined up nice and smooth here. Bam. Holds it. Just like that. So got the front. Now, you'll see these on the front, but you'll have your drawer front, finished front, that goes onto this. You'll screw it from the back into that, and you'll never see that. You have a nice clean edge, sand it down, and you're good to go. As you can see, this one's sticking out just a little bit from when I cut the bottom. That's why I like to try to router all the sides. So you got the fronts and the back. and then it fits perfect. But what I'll do is I'll just put this on the back. That'll be the front, and you'll never see it. Bam, just like that. It's a nice little drawer box. Alright, let's see if it fits. Looks good to me. And we'll slide these out, attach the slides. Be good to go. Alright, it is time to install some drawers on these slides. So let's get to it. Alright, I got one in, and I'm using shims. This is mass vinyl that we use for the floor on top of the 1x1 tubing. And I'm just sliding that under there to shim up the drawer. Take that out, then you got a little bit of clearance for the drawer. I'm gonna get to getting the rest of these drawers in. Alright, y'all, big day. We got the kitchen here set up. We're getting the toilet. It slides out. And we went with the AirHead Composting toilet. And this is the vent. So we have to cut a hole out here in the floor, and then this will mount to the actual metal of the van, the bottom, and then we cut a 2.5 inch hole saw through the metal, and then this sits on here like this, and then we'll drill some pilot holes and got a gasket, and this will be bolted down like this. Then the vent will come up, get attached to the Toliet. So let's get to cutting. Man, it's always nerve-wracking drilling into the van, but we got the vent done on the Toliet. We got the Toliet mounted. Now obviously I don't have the vent pipe in, but pretty cool little setup here with the Airhead Toliet. So we'll have the pipe goes down like this. We'll get that connected later on. I think I'm gonna like how the fan on the Airhead is actually in the floor versus the nature heads on the side. Most people go with the nature's head Toliet, and we went with the Airhead Toliet, which is more of a marine. I guess people use these more in boats and situations like that. Go over a few things that we liked better, the Airhead versus the nature's head. Okay, so one is this awesome seat. This is like a real Toliet seat that you can actually replace, which is very nice. Number two is peeing in here. On a nature's head, you have to pee here in the front. This model here, the Airhead, you can pee anywhere in here. So having two kids, they can just pee in here. Everything will drain into the pee portion of it, and good to go. Another reason is the base here for number two is more of a round cylinder versus the nature's head. So as far as emptying it, I've heard this is easier to empty. You have less nooks and crannies in there to get stuff caught up. Not sure if that's a big deal or not, but this Airhead Toliet is more expensive than the nature head, but you can get an extra pee bottle, which we did. I think it's a 2-gallon that these come with, and you can get a couple different sizes. You can actually get the marine size. It's actually smaller than this as well, so they got a few more options, but it is a little bit more expensive, and we'll just have to give you an update later on once we try this thing out for a while.
Hey guys.
Hey buddy, watch out.
Okay.
Thanks dude.
You're welcome. Hey mom.
Hey, buddy.
Come on, bring it in. Alright guys, I hope you enjoyed that footage of how we constructed the kitchen section and the bench. And I just wanted to make sure we go over a few things. These drawers are built out of 1/2 inch Baltic birch. We got the slides. These are 100-pound slides from Amazon. pretty simple setup. The bottom here, this is where we're going to put the fridge. We drilled out some holes here in the back for ventilation, for the fan, for the fridge, so it doesn't overheat. Now the bottom of this drawer right here out of Baltic birch is 3/4, and we have a couple like this. We have this one, we have the one for the toilet, and then this drawer right here, we're going to put in a shower. These bolts here and nuts, these are 1/4 20. I did, as you saw, had to grind the heads down in order to get them in the slot. So like we said, if there's anything we missed, please leave a comment and we'll get back to you. If you liked it, please give it a thumbs up. And if you haven't subscribed, please do. And look forward to our next video. Thanks.